Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your weekly reading for June 2nd to the 9th, 2024. This is for Virgo and Virgo rising, and we are going to jump right into it, Virgo. This is a huge week. As you can see, this is a loaded week. If you saw your monthly forecast, you know this is the best week of June. It is crazy auspicious. There's so much happening. And remember that a lot of the energies from May are spilling over into June. So you are definitely going to feel it, especially on Sunday with Jupiter trining Pluto. So this is coming after, we had the Sun trine Pluto, we had Venus trine Pluto. Now we've got Jupiter trining Pluto. So wow, this is huge. This is going to be major. And you may start feeling, if you haven't already, a lot of changes, maybe some movements, however subtle they are in career. Remember, Jupiter freshly moved, just recently moved into Gemini in that, which is your 10th house of career and fame and public recognition, honors, achievements, social status, leadership, all of that. And remember, Jupiter's there for an entire year until June 2025. You got time, but this is going to be big. This is going to be big. Trines are crazy auspicious, but this Jupiter Pluto trine is very, very profound. And it's one of the most powerful aspects of the entire year of 2024. That's right. That's how big it is. Just think of things starting around this time, just brewing around this time. Now, Jupiter is a planet of good luck, good fortune, prosperity, expansion, profit, wisdom, belief, all that good stuff, right? And Pluto is transformation. So hey, there is this big transformation that you're having where Pluto's also rebirth and regeneration. So wow, there is this sense of something really brewing around this time. Like, think of like a seed being planted. There's something that is growing here, expanding. Okay. Now, Pluto in Aquarius does rule your sixth house. This is everyday activity. So your entire life could start shifting around this time. Now, Pluto trining Jupiter, this energy is so strong. You'll feel it up for, definitely this entire week. Okay. Up until like 10 days, 11 days, like the like heart of it. But it's really, really big. You could find yourself, just transforming your life, maybe even transforming other people's lives. This is also, Pluto is also intimacy. All right. It's also intimacy. There could be some, energy or activities around that for you, as well as money. Okay. So this is actually a big money day. It's one of the biggest money days of the year. And it is in your sixth house. So sixth house also rules work. Okay. Work, the process of work, labor. So there could be some big shifts that are starting to happen for you. Okay. Could have even started happening, back with the other trines back at the end of May. But even still, like, this is right before the new moon in Gemini that's happening in your 10th house of career. So we'll get to that in a second. But you see how there's a lot happening for you now, especially in career. And if you're not here for career, whatever you're exerting your energy into that you want to be known for, like your passions, right? So really, really, really big day. And what's also really unique about this is that nobody on this planet has experienced this Jupiter trine Pluto, okay? Unless you're a vampire, because they are so freshly new in these signs. Jupiter, first time in Gemini in 12 years. Pluto, the first time in Aquarius in 250 years. I mean, hello. And also, these are two air signs. So we're feeling that shift into, all this air energy. Okay. So this could be this change and transformation of the mind, your mindset, thoughts that you have, ideas. This is opportunity. Jupiter trine Pluto brings opportunity. Okay. But when I say air, I want you to think of, also, movement and magic and the universe and beliefs. And this is the big picture. Okay. Did I say the pig picture? It's the big picture. Okay. Big jackpot energy this day. Now, what's not on this calendar, what I really love is Mercury's going to sextile Neptune the same day. I absolutely love this. Mercury is your ruling planet too, Virgo. So you and Gemini both share Mercury as your ruling planet. And so this is going to be really nice. And you're going to feel this. It's happening on the same day as Jupiter trine Pluto. Absolutely amazing. Mercury sextiling Neptune is all about like healing and spirituality, and especially through communication, through words. Okay, this is going to be very nice through the arts or even imagination. Definitely big spiritually moving aspect. Pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to your dreams, your spirit guides. Like this is definitely going to be something that feels really good. Now, on June 3rd, Monday, June 3rd, Mercury enters Gemini. As you know, this is going to be really big. Mercury in its domicile in Gemini. So again, I would not be surprised. I think I mentioned this in your monthly forecast. If you start having a lot of conversations in terms of like moving the needle in terms of career and everything 10th house related. Remember, Gemini rules their 10th house. Mercury in its domicile in Gemini. This is take advantage of this. It's only here for 2 weeks. This is connecting with others. This is sharing ideas. This is collaborating, communicating, bonding, just being, Mercury's all about the intellect, being, using your intellect to, do new things and being very articulate. I mean, this really is like that social fitness that I really like. So you could be having a lot of conversations with bosses, with recruiters, with colleagues, with people that are going to make everything happen for you in terms of your 10th house. Okay. So again, career and fame. The other thing I really love is there is going to be, and this is going to be really nice. This is the day where we have like 6 planets that are visible in the sky. So wake up really early. You're going to see this, Google whatever time it's happening in your part of the world. But it's here in the US, you definitely need binoculars or a telescope, okay? There are going to be some planets that you can see with the naked eye, but, it really depends on where you live. To be honest, you got to consider all the factors. But I love that this is happening. I love all this celestial stuff. You know that. Virgo. Now, on June 4th, Tuesday, wow, what a loaded day. Let me break it down for you. We have Mercury conjuncting Jupiter in Gemini. So, coming after all these other conjunctions that happened that, wow, really, really nice. This is equally powerful. Remember, conjunctions are those charges that you're going to feel. Those charges that are definitely propelling you forward. But this is a day, Mercury conjuncting Jupiter. Oh, yeah, you could get good news. This is a day of like receiving good news, even giving good news to someone. This is such an optimistic day. I really love it. Travel could be really highlighted for you around this time. This is also having, conversations that could be life changing around this time. Even you doing something, just being very enthusiastic about doing something different in your life, trying something new. Remember, Gemini is all about being open-minded, being curious, doing new things, but turning it into something just really nice, something really, really nice and sustainable. This is also a day where you could sign contracts. Again, just have important conversations, find yourself growing your business, your brand, your profession. A lot of writing energy here, okay? Researching, learning new things. But just, again, remember what I said, just that intellect, feeling all that luck. Remember, Jupiter expands is also like good fortune, good luck. So it's like using your hidden immunity idol wisely. Okay. That's what this is like. Does anybody get that reference? All right, so the same day, leave comments if you do. Mercury trines Pluto. This is really great. Okay, so this is our second trine this week. This is you feeling very powerful, very influential, and vice versa. Other people could be very influential to you, inspiring you. This is feeling very empowered in speaking and communicating as well. Even money matters could be a big thing around this time, having conversations around money, but like serious ones. I mean, this is Pluto. Okay, Pluto serious, okay? Packs a big punch, is a serious planet. And so, yeah, this is like having conversations about Bitcoin. Like it's not like small time. It's like you really got to get into like, okay, like, I don't know anything about Bitcoin, but maybe this day I'll learn, because there is that sense of like really wanting to know. Pluto is like mysteries, and it's just
it's and rooting a lot of those, and could even be for you like on this deep psychological level, like really going deep to understand like, oh, this is why I do this, or oh, this is why this happens this way. But like y'all are already so analytical. Remember, Mercury is your ruling planet too, so this is like really really going deep, getting all Scooby-Doo, X-Files, whatever you want. Now on the same day, Sun conjuncting Venus in Gemini. Wow, one of the best days, one of the best aspects of the year of 2024. This is an absolutely amazing conjunction. This is definitely love is in the air energy. This is love, romance, relationships. This is self-love as well. All right, huge portions of it. Now this is remember, it's happening in Gemini, so it could be a lot of the mind. So falling in love with someone else's mind, or vice versa. Like very, standing on the street, waiting for Uber, and, someone comes out of the, coffee shop, wearing a clown outfit, and y'all strike up a conversation. It gets really deep. And this is someone you're like, oh, I feel a connection here. There's something here. Okay. So anyway, you get what I'm saying. Like, this is definitely going to be where you even like, it's just being social. I mean, this is Gemini energy. Just be very social this day. Put your energy out there, because when the Sun conjuncts Venus, Venus is beauty. It's love, relationships, beauty. So this is where you could feel very attractive, feel very charming, feel very flirty. This is really, really, really nice, okay? Venus is also money. There could be something here in terms of money for you, conversations around money. But, especially with the Sun conjuncting Venus in your 10th house of career, I mean, big. You're definitely going to, of course, this could be, sure, a lot of maybe like, building bonds with colleagues around this time as well, or developing like a crush around someone that doesn't work at your company but works in the the WeWork space upstairs that you see in the elevator sometimes. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. Just enjoy this day. All right. Thursday now. Thursday, June 6th, Virgo. We got the new moon in Gemini. We got a super stellium in Gemini in your 10th house of career and fame. So this is a day where you definitely want to set intentions. We've got the Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, and Jupiter. Okay. And Jupiter. This is more than half the solar. I mean, this is big. All right. All in Gemini. And don't forget, Venus is still conjuncting, Jupiter's still trining Pluto. This is such a big day. This is very powerful. This is one that you do not want to sleep on. Okay. Set intentions, put your energy out there, really take action, start new things. This is new moons are new opportunities for you. Okay. New cycles that you're starting, new beginnings for you. This is a time to do it. If you saw your monthly forecast, I said the corresponding full moon in Gemini that's happening in December is going to be conjuncting Jupiter. Talk about reaping rewards. Wow. And remember, it's all in your 10th house of career. I mean, this is really, really huge. So definitely even try new things. Remember, this is Gemini we're talking about. But definitely really put yourself out there. You could even find yourself like building and building meaningful connections around this time. Like, but it's a great new moon. Now, Saturday. So you see that we've come to the squares. All right. So first square here, Venus squaring Saturn, the one that first major square. So Venus squaring Saturn is definitely like you could feel a squeeze when it comes to relationships. Okay. Or finances, especially if it's like you share it with someone else. And the reason I say that is because Saturn is in Pisces in your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. So when I say Venus square Saturn, like you will possibly feel it. Okay. But remember, Venus is in Gemini in your 10th house of career. So a lot of y'all, when I say partnerships and relationships, could have to do with something in career where you could just feel a little bit of a squeeze, okay? You feel a little bit of a squeeze here. Even like money-wise, you could feel a little bit of squeeze in money. And, just a few days before that, remember when the Sun conjuncted Venus, when that happens, there is like a tendency where things can be like, people can be overindulgent, okay? With the Sun conjuncting Venus. So if you did go out there and, buy a bunch of water bottles, 6,000 water bottles for your, art display. Maybe it is on Saturday that you're like, oh, okay. I'm really thinking about about doing that. Maybe I should have just gotten 5,000 bottles. But anyway, you get what I'm saying. Like, you can just feel a little squeeze here. Now, Mars will move into Taurus on that same day. This is a big slowdown, all right? Big slowdown from Mars being in Aries, where it's in its domicile. So when Mars gets to Taurus, Mars is like, what? So just know things are going to slow down a little bit. You may actually like this, with Taurus being your BFF, fellow Earth sign here. Just, it's just the actions that you're taking now, more practical, pragmatic, really thinking about it, really thinking about the long term. So you may actually quite enjoy this, okay? But remember that Taurus is earthbound. It is so associated with nature. Taurus in general, it's Venus ruled, right? So it's also like using all your five senses, really enjoying the pleasures and everything that's surrounding you, absorbing everything, okay? Everything in your physical world. Definitely spend a lot of time in nature. Use your five senses. Go to the park and, bring your, pet turtle and, draw. Okay. Draw, whatever you want to draw. You can draw, the chocolate factory that, is right on that cloud that you see. Whatever it is, Virgo, you do you, okay? But just know that this is where you're going to feel a little bit of slowdown. Mars is moving into Taurus for the rest of the month, okay? Now, the other thing is on the 9th, you see the Sun square Saturn, okay? So this is a little bit of when you will start likely feeling a little bit more of that squeeze because Venus is just squaring Saturn. And then now you have the Sun squaring Saturn, okay? So again, this is all likely going to have to do with partnerships and relationships, especially something work related, okay, or career related. If you're here for that, all right, if you're here for that, or just like something you're passionate about. But it is going to be most of, next week is when we have like a lot more Saturn squares. And so, Mars squaring Pluto as well. So this is like, these squeezes are, are squeezes. These squares are, a little bit challenging. So it is like walking through quicksand. Okay. But, at this point, it's only like ankle level. So just be mindful. When the Sun squares Saturn, you really want to ask yourself, am I taking on too much? Is there, am I feeling overwhelmed with a lot of things that are happening that what are things I can do to unburden myself? All right. It is, Saturn is responsibility. It's the taskmaster planet, the planet of hard knocks. So, take that time. Saturn wants you to be patient. Mars and Taurus wants you to be patient. So take that time. All right. If there is anything that you feel like you're a little squeeze about, especially when it comes to partnerships and relationships, take that time to really think about it. An aspect like this can be a little weighty. All right. So it's finding that time to like really pivot. Saturn is also, karma. So doing everything in a karmic lens. But you see with everything that's happening this weekend that you may start feeling like a little bit of a slowdown, like just keep going. I mean, it's just, it's think about yourself, riding a bike. Okay. Just you're riding that bike, you're riding down the boardwalk, the sun is shining on you, you got birds chirping in the air, but then you come across a horde of zombies, like the slow moving ones. Okay. Like they can't touch you. And the, I don't know, the Apple store that you need to get to is on the other side. And you're just like, oh, okay, well, slow down and really think about this now, but you're going to get there. You'll be fine. You're going to get there. They do move eventually. So just know that, like, keep your schedule light this weekend and you're going to be fine. Remember, these squares are pushing you to grow, to expand, to thrive. And Virgos, y'all love it. Y'all love thriving. Let's get to it, Virgos. Let's see what's going on for you for June 2nd to the 9th. Again, for Virgo, Virgo rising, Virgo moon. If you want to read any other placements in your chart, you're absolutely welcome to, Virgo. Let's do it. Let's see what's going on for you. June 2nd to the 9th. Okay, Virgo. All right, so I do a traditional call to craft spread. Really does offer the best overview, in my opinion. If we needable clarifiers, you know that we will. Virgo, you know I love y'all. Y'all are amazing. Thanks so much for being here. I'm very excited for you. A lot of big things. Y'all are going to be famous. You got Jupiter in your 10th house of fame. You got Jupiter in your 10th house of fame. All right, so let's see what's going on for you. Okay. Well, really interesting. Really interesting. Okay. All right, so this is going to be a very I feel like you are really going to feel okay. So let me, you're good. But I just haven't seen a spread like this. Very interesting. All right. So you got the moon. Okay. So yes, there is, the moon in tarot is actually, associated with Pisces. In astrology, it's Cancer. In tarot, it's Pisces. Okay. Now remember, Pisces rules your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. And so you are going to be feeling that energy. Remember I said those squares, those Saturn squares. Okay. Very interesting with the moon. This is all about you taking that time out where you could have had a lot on your mind. You could have been, worried about some things. You could have been, maybe even fearing some things. There could have been some things that you were fearing. I want to remind you, fear is fiction. Okay. Those are things that you create in your head. Like this is, especially with the moon showing up, but just know this is just saying, trust your intuition more. Just really connect with your intuition. It seems like you did, though. That's the thing. Seems like you did. And I know I dropped these readings early, so many days before the actual week. So you could be doing it this weekend while before we get to what's in the heart of your spread, but this is just really moving forward. And if there have been things that have been taking up a lot of headspace, it's really, again, trusting your intuition, listening to your inner voice, being in touch with your higher self, really having those moments where you feel in touch with your spirituality. All right. You had a lot of energy pushing on that area, especially with Jupiter having been in Taurus and all those other planets that we came out of in your 9th house of spirituality. So there could be this, ascension that you're going through that's really nice. But this is a week where it is saying, go within, trust your intuition. You could have gone through something that could have been like, what's going on? A lot of changes happening, but it's almost like, hey, this is what I've learned from it with the Hanged Man and the heart of your spread. Okay. Now, what makes this very interesting, the Hanged Man is attributed to Neptune. Neptune is also in Pisces in your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. So you see that there is a bit of a pattern here that's happening. There could have been something, again, it could be work, it can be love, relationships, there's something, or even something that you've been wanting, or maybe there's something there that is not existent, that you want to exist, that you want to bring to fruition. Remember, we have a new moon in Gemini this week, so plant those seeds. It's there. You'll see that there's a lot of changes that can happen, and you're going to be moving into a place where we'll get to that in a second, but you having this spiritual moment. Okay, you see the Hanged Man here, he's hanging upside down. You see the halo around his head, a lot of enlightenment, smile on his face. He put himself here. Okay, so this was him taking action to have this moment, okay, of seeing things in a new way. All right. Seeing things in a new way, having this fresh new perspective, but also preparing himself for this big transformation. Remember, this is a very big transformative week. Okay. And so you will definitely feel it, getting to a place where you are really, really wanting to embrace it. And in a way where it's just like, take me transformation. I'm ready. The Hanged Man comes right before the Death card, the card of transformation. So in order to have that transformation, it's all about letting something go, surrendering something, okay, making that sacrifice as the Hanged Man has. And so coming after the moon, it seems like you will, all right? It seems like you will this week, which is really great because look at the rest of what's happening here. This is just really amazing. Now, you do have the 9 of Cups in your challenge area. So once again, why this is such a unique spread, and it's like, I haven't seen something like this in a while. 9 of Cups, a Pisces card. So very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. You got 3 Pisces, like all this Pisces energy right here. Okay. And so, yeah, they're, again, your partnerships and relationships zone. Now, there could be someone who just you're not seeing eye to eye with this week regarding it. They could have felt a lot of that Sun Venus conjunction, and it's just like really like on a high on about something else, and you're just needing to bring them down to earth on your level. So there could be a little bit of that, a little bit of ego as well. There could be someone who is not in a place where they want to, really share things with you. It can be like knowledge. It could be, their abundance. It could be something on an emotional level, especially it is, cups, which is love and emotions as well. So just keep that in mind, that there may be someone you may have to see eye to eye with. It also could be you, where and I don't really feel a lot of this at all, but it really is surrendering. Everything here is saying like surrendering that, like if there is a part of you where you do feel like, really prideful about something. I'm not saying any of y'all are, but it's almost like that is something that you may want to surrender, or that's what you're thinking about surrendering, especially if it's towards something that you're just like, I just want to. All right. And so, yeah, that's definitely something to consider this week. And the other thing is like, there could be something that you're hoping for and wishing for that hasn't come through yet. But two things here. It's not going to come until you have this like spiritual moment, and this moment of surrender so you can make room for it. And secondly, the key word is yet. This is a weekly reading, all right? So remember, this is a week of like having that patience, especially when we get to the weekend with Saturn's. Whereas now you have the Seven of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. You have the Seven of Pentacles in your crown, and you have the Six of Pentacles in the root of your spread, all right? So very, very interesting here. The Seven of Pentacles saying that, yeah, you are at a point where you do want to make this change. You may be taking this pause this week to think about the changes that you want to make, thinking about the things that you've invested in up until this point. Like, is it working out for you? You may be asking those questions. If it is, maybe you want to ascend in that area. Maybe you want to see things in a different way. And, really, I said, like, maybe, starting your own business. You've got all the knowledge now. Maybe, creating a brand new job title at your job or whatever it is. There is something there, especially with investments too. There could be something like you seeing things in actual physical, like, or I wouldn't say physical, money investments. Is that it? Money investments, like Robinhood stock market stuff, because this is a really big week of investments, especially because Pluto is trining. And anyway, but yeah, you could have that moment of pause, just thinking about that. All right. Now, what's also interesting is the Six of Pentacles and the root of your spread. Okay. So this is you really wanting to, and this is a week actually where you could feel like this generosity of spirit, this spiritual, like just kindness, this just flow. That's really nice. Things harmonizing for you now, especially like if you feel, these are two pentacles, so money and finance could be a thing. Again, this is a big week of money, right? With all these Pluto trines and everything else that's happening, especially with Venus conjuncting the sun. But anyway, there is a sense of you where you may feel that warmth, okay? Not only spiritually, but money. Okay. So when I say money, yes, for a lot of y'all, it could be something that is on your mind. Now, the other thing is money as in wealth, as in like spiritual wealth, as in like wealth in your family, wealth in your career, wealth in like how you feel that wealth in your world. But it's going to feel good. I mean, this is such a feel good card. This is all about gratitude. And you see the scale in his hand, that balance there. So really acknowledging, that balance of giving and receiving, like asking yourself this week, am I giving, not getting anything in return? Or am I waiting to receive, not giving it all? But there is that like clarity that you may have around that. Now, the other thing that makes your spread really interesting, Virgo, oh my gosh, time check. Okay, is that it seems like there may be something that it really is going to be this spiritual side of you that when I say trust your intuition, that really is going to make all the difference when you tap into your spiritual side. Okay. And the reason I say that is because this is, Pentacles, your physical world, right? Do you see a smile on his face? No. This is the Hanged Man, where he's also in this place where he's preparing himself for this, change. Also like taking this pause, remember to have this transformation. Huge smile on his face, and he's got a halo around his head. So you see that what's on your mind, you have to have that connection with your soul, with your spirit, all right, and be prepared to move forward in this spiritually, and then everything moves forward with you. And then you have the Six of Cups in your future, so you're going to be absolutely fine. And so this is just really, really great. I love this for you. I love that you have these two sixes. Six, again, is this harmony. It's so beautiful. I really love, the six. It's the center pillar. It's anyway. This is really great. This is again that kindness, that gratitude. But it seems like there is this someone's coming into your life, or you're sharing something with someone in your life that is going to bring that sense of you feeling that you can put your guard down, where you can just enjoy life. Like, you don't have to worry about anything. This is the biggest house in tarot, indicating a lot of protection, a lot of security, a lot of just like stability. I mean, like, you're good. You're absolutely good. Anyway, let's get to your stuff. Oh my goodness, Virgo. Wow. What a week. What a precious week. You're okay. You're going to be absolutely fine. You're going to be absolutely fine. If you like this reading, by the way, it'd be great if you subscribe, leave comments, all that fun stuff. Okay. Virgo, wow, you're going to be fine. You're going to be good. The thing about that money thing, all right, finances, which could be something that is, on your mind, could be something that is emphasized this week. Well, I mean, you're going to be fine. So don't stress, and don't stress. This is tapping into your inner child, all right? Remember, it's that innocence. Think about children. These are two kids. Children, they have that innocence about them. They don't stress. They don't, everything's good. Everything's good. Anyway, Five of Wands, all right? So you have the Five of Wands where it falls into your stuff. It's just saying, like, get out of your head a little bit, all right? Get out of your head a little bit, and you're going to be fine. One of the reasons why is, and if you feel like there may be like, just kind of like that ego energy that I was talking about, it could be someone else. Just be cool, be that cool Virgo, let karma work its magic, and you're going to be fine. This is the least conflicty of like the fives, which are like challenge cards, conflict cards. It's just kids swinging their wands in the air. This is like not worth your time and energy. All right. So just recognize that, and don't fall into that trap if it feels like someone's like fishing to like have this moment with you, right? That come at me, bro energy. You're better than that. You're going to be fine. Now, you also have the Seven of Swords, okay? So Seven of Swords in your external factors area, there could be someone, just keep an eye out for, especially with you have the Nine of Cups here. Seven of Swords, yeah. This is someone who is definitely not very trustful, okay? Someone who may be, a little Machiavellian. Someone who maybe a little like not speaking the truth or telling the truth, or maybe trying to do something a little like, what are you doing? Right? Like that kind of energy, like, that's a little, not great. So a little bit of deceit here. So just keep that in mind, okay? In your external factors area, it could be someone it could be also someone, I don't really think it's you. I'm not seeing you here. Okay, so yeah, it really could be. It just keep that in mind, okay? It could be like a boss. It could be a colleague. It could be, whatever resonates with you. Just whatever comes up. Remember, when you trust your intuition, you will know. Now, you also have the Ace of Wands, okay? So the Ace of Wands, amazing. You do want this new thing to happen for you. Keep putting your energy out there. We have this wonderful new moon in Gemini this week. This is highly associated with like work, career, enterprise, all that good stuff. Okay. And even your passions, creativity, your ambitions. I mean, you see the leaves sprouting from the wand. So you can make all of that happen. You know that, right? You can make all of that happen. Lastly, you have the Queen of Pentacles in your final outcome. Very interesting that the Queen of Pentacles is, sometimes I say this in my monthly live streams, like some of the cards that come up in everybody's readings for the week. Like the Queen of Pentacles is definitely like one that's showing up like a lot. And I love that because she is very, practical. She is pragmatic. She is someone who is very earthbound. Okay. Pentacles are very earthbound, but someone who looks out for others, has resources to take care of others too. She is the richest queen. Okay. And so there is this like almost like maternal side that's going to come out for y'all, where it's really, really, really nice, especially because the Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn. All right, you even see the sea goat in her throne here. Capricorn does rule your fifth house. of love, relationships, family, children, joy, pleasure. So this is you being able to have the resources to build everything that you want. So really, 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 really nice. I love this for you. And there is a sense of like fertility and growth that comes with the Queen of Pentacles. You even see a lot of here, like the, you know, the roses that reference the Magician. You see the bunny rabbit here hidden that in the card here representing you know, that fertility, that growth. Like, so yeah, you're going to be able to take care of others. It seems like that's what you want to do anyway, especially with another person. That's, it's, you know, again, remember with all this Saturn activity in your 7th house of partnerships and relationships as well. I'll do what time, how much time do I have? Oh gosh. Okay, Virgo. So I'll do one clarifier for you. I'm going to clarify this up. Yeah. If, as long as you are like aware of whatever is happening here and don't let anyone be dishonest with you. Don't let anyone like, you know, be really, you know, at a point where they're having this impact on you where it's just like not cool. Okay. And it could be, you know, this card is associated with like lying and like cheating and stealing and things like that. And so make sure that you nip that in the bud. Once you do, you got temperance here, which is absolutely amazing. Okay. Temperance, which is all about that balance, that moderation, but also that patience, but patience that everything that you want is going to happen for you. And you also have an archangel protecting you here in your external factors area. So Virgo, thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, it would be great. If you like, subscribe, leave comments, tell me what's going on. This has been one of your most, I've had a lot of fun with your reading. This was really fun. You're good. You're absolutely good. You've got, you're moving into all this wealth, but when I say wealth, again, spiritual wealth in addition to like wealth. Anyway, Virgo, y'all are amazing. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.